does that guy not pay taxes? How does the people around him, how do the lawyers that I'm sure that he employs, the financial people that are probably running his life, telling him to stop spending $1 million a day, how do they not deal with his taxes?
Floyd Money Mayweather up until recently didn't have any money, so Floyd is the highest earning athlete in his career, making over $1.1 billion. And after making a killing, he ended up retiring in 2017. However, he dug himself into a hole after making super lavish purchases like this LA mansion. It was so bad that he actually owed $22.2 million.
To late 40s now, still fighting with these random people in random places.
Yeah.
For 5 million here, 10 million there.
No, he's just a big spender. You can't spend like that, you know?
Floyd Mayweather is reportedly begging the IRS to drop a staggering $500 million debt lawsuit despite claiming he already paid $18 million in taxes. The IRS insists he still owes hundreds of millions more. Mayweather appears to be downplaying the debt, neglecting the full extent of his tax obligations.
Does he really?
He has so many.
He's hilarious.
His
I
spending
love him.
habits are hilarious. His
I
cars.
love him.
And he's got like a whole fleet just in
hilarious.
white. He's like, white is right. I got a bunch of.
He's got other
18.
colors too, though, man.
Yeah,
He's
he
got a
does.
Gang of cars.
All
So when
matching
he
up.
owed that money to the IRS, why don't you just give him a few cars?
Because he went so deep, so
How much
crazy.
does he owe?
Well, it's more than you want to pay.
Yeah.
It's in the $20+ million range.
It's a lot of money, man.
But it's not something that he's been, it's not like deception.
No.
It's just neglect to
It's
pay.
neglect. And it's also like, I think, and there is like a truth to this. He makes so much money. There's probably a point when they're like, hey, it's time to pay your taxes. And you go like, all right, here's a check for $25 million. That's an incredible amount of money. And then they go, that's true, but you owe 50 more.
Floyd Mayweather's current legal issues with the IRS are just the latest chapter in his long and complicated relationship with the law. While he's often portrayed as a symbol of success and wealth, Mayweather has spent time behind bars and dealt with numerous legal battles over the years despite his millions. Mayweather himself has expressed feeling like a prisoner of his own fame. He once revealed that his fortune has come at the cost of personal freedom, suggesting that being rich hasn't spared him from isolation, distrust, or surveillance. His past continues to haunt him even as he tries to maintain his public image.
How do you explain all that? How did that happen in your life?
Well, things happen. I had 3 children with a young lady. We wasn't seeing eye to eye, we wasn't seeing eye to eye. She was a little upset, had a little alcohol in her system. She was a little edgy, and I told her, basically I needed the keys to my truck. She was upset. She didn't want me to take the keys to the truck. So things got out of hand and blown out of, they blow things up bigger than what things are really made out to be. So things happen.
But nevertheless, you had to do 2 months, right?
Yeah, I did 2 months for a misdemeanor, yes.
So what is it like to have everything and then not have freedom?
That's what I come to find out. Freedom is very important. Freedom is very, very important. And I'm just, I'm happy to be free. I'm happy to be back, in my children's life.
Mayweather's Instagram page is practically a shrine to excess. Luxury cars, designer clothes, private jets, and diamond-encrusted accessories are all regularly on display. He wants the world to know he's rich, and not just rich, but richer than everyone else. But behind this curated image lies a harsh financial reality. Critics argue that his continuous need to show off might not stem from wealth, but from insecurity. Many now question whether Mayweather's extravagant displays are a cover-up for mounting financial problems.
He's up there, bro. He's probably got to be at least 400 million. I mean, some of the purses from his fights are like 100 million each fight.
I would think
shit.
Close to $1 billion.
He probably is, but he spends like a motherfucker. He probably has like a couple 100 million in jewelry. Have you seen like videos of his jewelry?
Yeah, some crazy shit. Let me see. Let me see what his net worth is. Mayweather net worth.
Them Googles be lying though. Huh?
They be lying? You think?
I think so. It's probably not accurate. I mean,
all right, let's see what they say. Exactly what you said. It says an estimated $450 million.
Yeah.
Richest boxer in the world. It's a lot of money.
Mayweather's Instagram page is practically a shrine to excess. Luxury cars, designer clothes, private jets, and diamond-encrusted accessories are all regularly on display. He wants the world to know he's rich, and not just rich, but richer than everyone else. But behind this curated image lies a harsh financial reality. Critics argue that his continuous need to show off might not stem from wealth, but from insecurity. Many now question whether Mayweather's extravagant displays are a cover-up for mounting financial problems.
Options, options, options. I got about 100 cars, but right here, we like to call this the Sweet 16. Lambo, Ferrari, 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 Lambo, Maybach, a Maybach, whatever you want to call it. Of course, the McLaren, the original McLaren. Bentley, Rolls, 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 Rolls. The Maybach truck or Maybach truck, whatever you want to call it.
The tension between rapper 50 Cent and Mayweather offers a deeper glimpse into Floyd's financial and personal habits. According to 50 Cent, he once stepped in to run Mayweather Promotions, while Floyd served time in jail, even investing millions into the business. But once Floyd was released, he allegedly forgot the favor and the debt. This falling out over money and recognition suggests a pattern in Floyd's relationships. Those who help him when he's down don't always get the loyalty or repayment they deserve.
That goes on where, you know, it's $300,000 chains being bought and buying the new Lamborghini and all these new things, and I'm sitting there going, yo, when you gonna give me the money?
Because you'd already invested.
Right, like when you gonna give me your half of the money back? But I ain't trying to press him because he just got out of jail, right? So it's like, let him cool his heels before you.
Was that in the millions?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you sitting there big, and I'm like, yo, so when, but see, the fighters are an asset in themselves. They are that talent, regardlessly. You know, so I'm looking at him going, so there ain't no pressure there, but I'm saying, when is he gonna say he wants to, you know, to give me the other half of it? Why I gotta ask you for it?
Right.
And then when he,
are we talking over $2 million?
It's about that.
Oh, okay.
At that point, it was, you know, invested in.
All right.
So look, he goes, when he finally does bring up the actual the situation, he acted like he didn't know anything. Like, I didn't tell y'all to do that. I didn't tell you to do that.
Oh, man.
And I'm looking at him, and he looked in my face saying, he tell me to do that.
Mayweather loves to claim he's the greatest businessman in sports history. He touts his undefeated record, the millions he's earned, and his promotional successes. But public perception paints a more critical picture. Many see him as someone who chases quick money rather than building lasting ventures. His business moves often seem impulsive and superficial, geared more toward headlines than sustainability. Even as he boasts about earnings, he's reportedly dodging debts and facing lawsuits.
AKA Ferrari F50. So 50's obviously going to take any chance that he can to troll Floyd Mayweather. And I don't know how accurate or true this is. 50 said it was true and then removed it off his Instagram like he sometimes does. He'll chime in on things and then remove it. But luckily for me, I know that he does that, so I screenshot everything that he posts just because, you know, he'll remove it and then it's hard to find it. I'm like, damn, it was up there. So just for like podcasts and just research purposes, I always screenshot them, have it on my phone. That way if it's removed, you know, it's like, hey, you know, he did post this. So what am I talking about? Let's go over this. 50 Cent has weighed in on a shocking claim in the ongoing spat between Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Davis, saying he believes a belief that has allowed him to get in some digs of his own.
Mayweather never shies away from self-praise. He regularly declares that no other boxer, past or present, can match his accomplishments. But while self-confidence is expected in the world of boxing, Floyd's constant self-comparisons have drawn backlash. Critics argue that his relentless boasting often feels more like arrogance. Fans and fighters alike are growing tired of the inflated ego, especially as his post-retirement activities seem focused more on ego preservation than meaningful contribution to the sport.
Well, I think I'm separated now. You know, I don't think there's no boxer in history that has accomplished what I've accomplished. Not bragging or boasting, just speaking the truth. I take my hat off to a lot of legendary champions, you know, that paved the way for me to be where I'm at in the sport of boxing. But that was their era, and this is my era. I had a tremendous career. And we got young fighters that's on the rise, that's under our banner. The ultimate goal is to find the next Floyd Mayweather that can break my records.
So is Gervonta Davis that guy?
Reportedly purchased a $42 million property in New York City, a shocking move given his rumored financial troubles. While fans may admire the purchase, as another Flex critics are raising serious questions. How can someone facing IRS lawsuits and alleged debt continue to make such high-risk investments? To skeptics, this looks more like a desperate attempt to protect the Money Mayweather brand than a wise business decision.
What the hell is going on with Floyd Mayweather, man?
Man, do we got money or not? I don't know what's going on.
I'm lost.
Man, I seen, I think Stephen A was talking about he was bankrupt.
See, I know he came out with this commercial talking about he just invested in this deal that's worth like $402 million that's dealing with 60 apartment buildings.
Yeah, I heard a nigga bought half of New York.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And so he walking down the street of New York. Yeah, I own that one. I
seen that too.
So some people reached out to the agencies that he's connected with about this deal, and they said no comment.
Let me say something. I got a question. Niggas is nosy for no reason.
Nosy as hell.
What I'm reaching out to these people about they deal for?
We want to talk to you about the Floyd Mayweather deal. No comment. But they say his name ain't on no paperwork or nothing.
I seen him somewhere on something. He look like a bum.
Floyd?
Yeah, he was looking like a bum. Had like he ain't shaved in months.
Oh yeah, I seen that too.
There's no way this man is broke. There's no way.
Yeah.
If he is, I don't know where the money went to.
Exactly.
Since retiring, Floyd has participated in a series of exhibition matches that critics claim are little more than cash grabs. These bouts lack competitive merit and are often staged against social media influencers or underqualified opponents.
To late 40s now, still fighting these random people in random places.
Yeah.
For 5 million here, 10 million there.
No, he's just a big spender. You can't spend like that, you know? Like,
this guy has a lot of chains.
So many chains, bro. That's, chains, that's a depreciating asset.
Yeah.
Get yourself something that'll hold value.
Yeah.
Go buy some real estate, brother. Buy an original. We'd love to have you in the Dow.
What?
Invest in Prime, huh? Do something smart with your money, Floyd.
Boxing Doctor News. Hey there, money moves enthusiasts. Let's talk about Floyd Mayweather's wild ride in the world of wealth. 1 minute. We're hearing about financial troubles. The next, he's dropping $402 million on Manhattan real estate. But hold up, plot twist. Now his LA gym employees are protesting, claiming they haven't been paid. Is the money team really out of money? Meanwhile, Mayweather's still flexing, snagging a $20 million property in Midtown. What's the real story here? Is he a real estate mogul or facing a cash crunch? And the biggest question, does Floyd even know what's happening at his gym? This financial roller coaster is giving us whiplash. What do you think is really going on with Mayweather's millions? Drop your theories in the comments.
According to Gervon Tank Davis, Mayweather has a hard time staying out of the limelight even after retirement. He allegedly craves attention and struggles to pass the torch to the next generation. Davis claims Floyd wants to be the center of every conversation, refusing to let others take the stage. This obsession with fame might explain why he keeps booking exhibition matches and flaunting his lifestyle online.
And that was Gervonta Davis. He had basically said that some people are just jealous-hearted, and basically it looked like he was alluding to Floyd Mayweather having his press conference with the Anderson Silva card on the same day because he believes that Floyd couldn't take that someone else is in the limelight. Like, he couldn't stomach it. So Floyd Mayweather, seeking the attention, decided to try to upstage him, which Floyd has done that in the past. Like you look at the fight with Canelo versus Golovkin. Everybody was looking forward to that fight. And then out of nowhere, Floyd announced that he was fighting Conor McGregor. And it kind of stole the steam away from Canelo Golovkin. And it took the sales it took some air out of the sales of Canelo Golovkin, because people were looking for that fight and people were like, okay, that's the best fight in the calendar. But then Mayweather and Conor McGregor, just their personalities, they came with this crazy energy and a press tour, and it just diverted attention away. So he has done it before, but now he's being accused of doing it to his own fighter by the fighter himself, possibly, because again, it was subliminal. And then that's what people are thinking. So Floyd responds to this and he says, as far as me being jealous of anyone, and I'm not talking about my fighters, I mean, God has truly blessed me and put me in a position to be able to give back to my fighters. If giving back is jealousy, then that's what it is. Fighters and individuals are going to feel like they want to feel. And my job is to always be a bigger person and continue to stay positive and push for my fighters to be great.
Mayweather made headlines in Miami recently when an altercation at a jewelry store led to the police being called. He reportedly tried to acquire an expensive diamond, but a dispute over payment escalated the situation. While the full story remains unclear, the fact that a high-end transaction ended with law enforcement involvement paints a troubling picture. It reinforces the growing narrative that Mayweather is no longer the financially sound superstar he claims to be, but someone living beyond his means and making questionable choices to maintain his image.
Floyd went from being like a really exciting pressure fighter and had a bunch of hand problems to like Money Mayweather, start talking shit, just boxing people's faces off. No more hand problems, much more money.
Yeah, I love what he's doing too, beating up these YouTube guys.
It's crazy.
I love it.
It's so funny that these guys are willing to get beat up by him.
Well, I think they're all...
Floyd's financial drama has become so public that even rivals like Conor McGregor and UFC President Dana White have joined the mockery. They've openly laughed at his tax troubles, using them to undermine the credibility of his public persona. Dana even joked about how nearly impossible it is to recover from massive debt, implying that Mayweather's days of financial dominance are over.
Fucking great.
I feel good, training hard. Did Floyd not take out his own jets?
Floyd's got 3.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah,
Floyd,
yeah.
so Floyd's got the one that he got, and he got 2
tax
others.
problems. That's what he's got. Oh, no.
That's Lord.
That's heavy shit. That is heavy shit.
Hard to get out from underneath that.
Fucking right it is, especially when I'm on top of you.
Floyd Mayweather's extreme spending, including an $18 million watch and countless luxury items, raises serious concerns. While fans are entertained by his lavish lifestyle, critics question its sustainability. With mounting financial issues, many believe it's only a matter of time before his excessive habits lead to inevitable consequences and collapse.
My most expensive watch that I currently own is $18 million.
One watch.
One watch.
Tell me about your watch collection, dude. You have to have one of the biggest watch collections in the world.
My watch collection, I think I got somewhere upwards of 100 watches, and I got a lot of $1 million watches.
What should I pay for this one? What do you think? You're here for me now. I need some help. Help a little man out, okay?
That watch is a couple $100,000, easy, but it's worth it because it goes up in value. It appreciates, not depreciates.
Dude, how do you buy a $17 million watch?
No, 18.
18, sorry.
I believe in building generational wealth. Even like when my children, all 4 of my children are adults. And I told them, no more handouts, because I feel like I'm hurting my children just by, I give them money, they go shopping, they put gas in their car, they party, they come back, I need money. I give them money, I buy them houses, I buy them cars. I told them, listen, if you guys go to school or you work in one of my businesses, then you can branch off, get your own business, and I'll put the money up to help you start a business, but I need you guys to take what I've already started and triple and double that, and then I need my grandchildren to come behind you guys and do the same.